This day in history, on 2nd of July 1964, the Civil Rights Act was signed into law in the US by President Lyndon B. Johnson. The Civil Rights Act prohibited racial discrimination in education and employment based on race, color, sex, religion, or national origin, and outlawed racial segregation in public places such as schools, buses, parks, and swimming pools. The Title VII of this Act established the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission to help prevent workplace discrimination. It was in the landmark 1954 case called Brown v. Board of Education that the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that racial segregation in schools was unconstitutional. The 10 years that followed saw great strides for the African American civil rights movement as non-violent demonstrations won thousands of supporters to the cause. The memorable landmarks in the struggle included the Montgomery bus boycott in 1955, which was sparked by the refusal of Alabama resident Rosa Parks to give up her seat on a city bus to a white woman, and the iconic "I Have a Dream" speech by Martin Luther King Jr. at a rally of hundreds of thousands in Washington, D.C. in 1963. As the strength of the civil rights movement grew, John F. Kennedy made passage of a new civil rights bill, which was one of the platforms of his successful 1960 presidential campaign. As Kennedy's vice president, Johnson served as chairman of the President's Committee on Equal Employment Opportunities. After Kennedy was assassinated in November 1963, Johnson vowed to carry out his proposals for civil rights reform. After facing tough opposition in the House and a lengthy, heated debate in the Senate, the historic legislation was finally approved on 2nd of July 1964. This bill laid important groundwork for a number of other pieces of legislation, which not only set strict rules for protecting the rights of African Americans to vote, but has since been used to enforce equal rights for women as well as all minorities.